Oscar Bevis, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Delighted to be joined by Mr. Conor Benn. How are you, mate? You looking good?
Yeah, good, mate. I'm well. Finished hard graft, finished hard session today.
And you are at Matchroom headquarters?
I am right now, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Well, we're going to talk
Hold on,
about it
2
after. We've got something to talk about.
Yeah.
There's parking down the bottom if you want to go down there.
No worries, mate. I'm just in the middle of an interview, yeah. Go on, thank you. Cheers. Go on, sorry, mate.
Parking attendance first, IFL appearance. No, we'll talk about what's next for you in a sec. I just obviously want to jump into the weekend quickly. Jump straight in. Main talking point, Mark Tibbs made the decision to pull Billy Joe before the 9th. Just your thoughts, Conor?
But I think Billy Joe done blinding. I think he done well, and caused a bad injury, and it looked bad as soon as the punch landed. I think the corner were right to throw in the towel.
And of course, with a pull-out like that comes the quit talk. Is that something we should dismiss?
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's easy for me. It's easy for me to. You can't ask me. I can't tell you what's right or what's wrong because I've never suffered a broken eye socket. I've never. I can't. I'm really not in place to comment on that. What could I say? Yeah, you know what? I got lying on my back and flat on my back. That's what Billy Joe said about Dubois. But obviously, he never suffered a broken eye socket up until now. So, and now he's fair to say whether he could have carried on or not. Do you know what I'm saying? So there's no room for me to comment on it. Yeah, I'd like to think that I'd go out on my shield that he'd have to knock me out Sparko for me to not carry on. But the reality is I can't really comment on that. Who knows what it's like to fight with one eye, and carry on and potentially have be blind in one eye, and then what? Other people going to care? They go out there, probably would have gone, oh, you should have stopped it sooner. Oh, Billy was too tough. But you can't win. You never win. Do you know what I mean? And that's the way of boxing. So, and I'm sure Billy Joe knows that he ain't got to worry about the opinions of people, really. Because at the end of the day, if he carried on, he was foolish to carry on. Or you never win. And, once you come to terms with that, which I'm sure Billy has, I think, he knows what the score is.
Yeah, I mean, I know you said you thought he was doing blinding up to then. Do you think he showed a set of skills that could possibly beat Canelo on another day? Look, he didn't, so we're talking hypothetically here. But
that's too hypothetical, mate. I don't think so. I think, Billy Joe looked the best he's ever looked. Was in the best shape he ever looked. Left no stone unturned, and you can clearly see that. But Canelo's just, even when he fought Callum Smith and Billy Joe, two of the UK's best. It's I think he's just, pound for pound, he's up there. I can't see anyone beating him. I think he would have beat Mayweather in his prime.
Yeah, I mean, are we looking at a freak of nature? Are we looking at someone who, if they're going to get beat, has to basically be against someone who is bigger than them, has to go 175, has to even go above 175?
Even then, mate, you don't know. R2 Bitrev, I think would give him a great fight. And I think that sort of levels out the playing field just a little bit. But then I think Canelo would have the speed. Canelo would have do you know what I mean? He's got the power, clearly. So it's, look what he done to Kovalev. So it's, he's a freak of nature. He's one every, generation.
Just before we move on, Conor, I just want to ask if you saw Eubank Jr.'s reaction video. We know they've had back and forth in the past. It's not something new, but I just wanted to know if you saw the reaction video and your thoughts.
I didn't see it. What was it?
Oh, well, of course, he placed a 10K bet and it was just him sort of laughing at Billy in the corner and on the floor and whatnot. I just wanted to know your thoughts.
How much did he get back, though?
I think he might have doubled his money.
I'm not massive then. Not like serious odds. Well, look, it's I don't know. I don't believe in kicking a man when he's down. But then again, everyone's different. Because karma, yeah. That's real. So it's yeah, you know, you never kick a man when he's down, especially one of your own. But then again, they've had their needles back and forth. But then again, when Kelly lost us, you know, I messaged him. We'll forget all the words and everything we said. I sent him a private message just to say, "Yo, listen, man, you'll be back." And yeah, everyone's different, man. Everyone's beefs are different. But then again, if Eubank Jr lost with Billy, what Billy Joe say to Eubank Jr? So you got to look at it like that.
Yeah. Yeah, and just finally, actually, I just thought of this. I want to ask you this: has it made you view, or the fights like that? You can include the Dubois one, I suppose, make you view your career differently, and knowing that, you know, you could be on your route to the top, but it only takes a punch to land in that inch perfect place. You could be winning a fight, you could be losing a fight, whatever. Has it made you view your career differently, seeing things like that?
Not at all, really, man. You know, I tore the tendon in my hand. You know, a week before the fight, one of my fights tore the tendon completely in my hand, and the pocket underneath the tendon tore it completely, swollen in the press conference. Still fought with it. I managed to drop the geezer 3 times with it. So in the fight, with the right hand. So it's I don't really think about that, man. You know, if you start thinking about things like that, then it ain't no good. You know, I think about the shot I land that can cause him the pain. I think about the shot I land that will hurt him. I don't think about what he does back to me. I don't think that never crosses my mind. I could be in there with the, you know, one of the greatest fighters in the world or the biggest punchers. Yeah, don't faze me. Do you know what I mean? And you got to have that mindset. You got to have that mentality, because at the end of the day, you start thinking negativity like that, don't put you in good stead. You know, it sets you back if anything. So I'd just be, nah, not at all, mate.
Well, you talk about the pain that you dish out. Who's next on the pain train? European title, July 31st. I'm just throwing rumours out here, but
July 31st, July 24th, whatever the date is. Those are the dates I'm hearing. You know, anyone could get it. I ain't really fussed. I actually want to step up this time. I actually want me to go, cool, yeah, you know, he's really going to, whether it's stateside, whether it's here, wherever. Do you know what I mean? I'm ready whenever, man. And for whoever, you know, I see some of the Yanks calling my name now. I'll happily go over there and beat them in their back garden. I'll go fight, what's his name? I'll go fight Adrian Granados in his hometown in Mexico. Do you know what I mean? I'll go fight Broner in Vegas. Whoever they put in front of me, well, you know, get to work ultimately. And mate, I'm just feeling strong at the minute. Feeling really strong. You know, when you're sparring, you know, middleweights and all that, you're just flying. Hold on, it is Frank Smith. Hold on. You don't want to be like me, bro. I'm on IFL.
How are you?
hello, Frank.
Just
How are you,
just
mate? You're right.
Big man. Big man. Good mate, you?
Yeah, not bad, mate. Looking well.
I'll leave you to it.
Are you in here? Are you around? Cool, bro. Sweet, see you in a minute. It's lovely, bro.
Yeah, obviously you were talking about the level, Conor. Like you said, you can't really go back now because you beat Samuel Vargas. I suppose that you've got the right to call out these names, but I suppose it's the talk whether you can land one. Because if you were to land a European title shot, perhaps it wouldn't be someone of the names you're talking of the level. Sorry.
It don't really bother me. At the end of the day, you know, I'm ranked number 20 globally. I'm ranked number 11 in the WBA and number 12 in the IBF. So it's like, no, number 8 in the WBA, number 11 in the IBF, something like that. It's like, well, you know, I'll fight any of them names. Do you know what I mean? I'm ranked higher than some of these fights. Don't even know if Broner's ranked, but you know, he's campaigning at 147. You know, I welcome him to the 147 division nicely. And you know, based on his last performance at 147, I fancy my chances all day long to get him out of there.
Yeah, and just quickly, July 31st, like I said, I'm throwing rumours at you here, was sort of like the new revamped fight camp. Possibly you could open fight camp. Are you all right, Matt?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely. You know, look, blinding. I think if anyone, you know, I have all the lockdown shows. If anyone was going to do it properly, you know, it was Eddie all day long. And Eddie showed levels above any other promoter globally with his setup and the way he organised it all. The way everything is blinding. You know, everything is quality. you know, you got to give him 10 out of 10 for everything he does.
Yeah. All right, Conor. Well, thanks for jumping on. I said you're looking well, and I suppose you ain't taken a shot in one of your fights in 18 months, so there's no reason you wouldn't do.
That is true. That is true, mate. I've had hard spars though, so you know it's yeah, man.